You know what I mean? I'm going to catch a lot of shit for it, but if people that own these pit bulls and you watch them
I
maul small children,
I don't know.
and they will defend them until they're not mine.
I'm kind of back and forth on it because when Olivia's messed with Elsa for no reason, that kind of set me off a little bit.
Well, Elsa is the Chihuahua that she had for people out there listening. It's and the pit bull.
No reason whatsoever. It just ran from behind me and just snapped her up.
I have so my middle dog is, I think she's 49, American Pit Bull, and she's Pit Bull Terrier is the rest of her.
Right.
So, and she's this like terrified of everything. Like she wouldn't touch anybody. My other dog is half Staffordshire, the rest just other shit. And she's an asshole to other dogs, as far as new dogs. But I know that, so I'm like, well, don't bring new dogs. Yeah, I mean, and I'll leave her out. Now, my newest dog is Border Collie and Lab, and she's a fucking bitch.
Mean as fuck.
She is a bitch.
I've heard Border Collies are.
Well, the big difference I hear though with the argument is that when a pit bull gets a hold of something, it's not about snapping and biting.
No,
that motherfucker shakes and mauls.
Well, that's what it was doing to our little 1 pound Chihuahua.
Look, I've witnessed the dog fighting. Growing up in the South, I've seen it.
Yeah.
And it is fucking vicious. Now, I'm not saying every pit bull does that. So y'all, I know they're going to have pit bull owners that are, I get it, man. A lot of them grow up. They're great family, family members, they call them, they're great with their children. But if that motherfucker does snap around your 3-year-old, you're going to regret it, is all I'm saying. And
I will never shy away from one.
My middle dog, like I said, Pit. And, I mean, she's never snapped or looked at anybody crazy. But she's built that if she wanted to, she would fuck somebody up.
And I don't know what...
She is just solid.
I don't know what does that. Some people say it's kind of in their DNA, like because they were bred for bringing down the bulls.
The bulls,
so they've got that in them. Now, I don't know if that's what triggers in some of them, but man, some of them motherfuckers
I don't know. I don't get it because I do see some of them. Now, I don't know. I would like to see the statistics on males and females that attack because all we have is female dogs. And, I mean, she's a big pussy, honestly. Like, she... just will lay on top of you and shit. And like, I can pick her up if I wanted to. I could probably pick her up by her neck and punch her in the face 10 times. And she would get on the ground and wag her tail and maybe hide under the couch. But that's it.
I was, I didn't mean to cut you off. I was foolish enough when I was a little bit younger. I had a friend come to where I was working and they picked up a stray pit bull on the side of the road. Pit bull was beat up, looked like it was mistreated and all, and it couldn't. He's like, I can't keep it at my house. Anybody want the dog? And I'm thinking, oh fuck yeah, I'll take it. Well, I had kids at home at the time, small kids, and I brought it home. I also had a lab. I brought the dog home, put him on a little runner outside by the lab, letting it run around for a little bit, and then after probably about 2 hours, I was outside, and all of a sudden I just heard this commotion, and I go over there, and that fucking pit had that fucking lab. I'm telling you, it was shaking them, and the lab's fucking squealing. I'm over there, I'm punching this fucking pit bull,
and they don't give a fuck.
Nothing. I'm kicking it in the ribs. I'm punching it in the fucking head. It will not break its fucking, bite. And eventually, I don't know what I did. I guess it had enough of it, and it let go, and I got it off the fucking lab. So then I'm thinking, had that been one of them kids, because it wasn't my kids. It was a girl I was dating at the time, had 2 small children that was living with me, and I'm thinking, had that been one of her fucking kids, that fucking dog, my dumb ass done invited into this house. You know what I mean? And granted, by the scarring and shit on the dog, I should have known that somebody was fighting this fucking dog. So we just had that, and as soon as he got around that other dog, it was just on. Like boom.
It was probably a fighting dog.
He didn't know that's what he was trained to do. Well, we had to put the dog down because you can't go give that dog to anybody else. You know what I mean?
Yeah, no doubt. And
very irresponsible.
There's a lot of people that just feel like dogs don't have personality or anything like that, right?
Yeah.
But I'm telling you, like, my pit is definitely the most family dog that I've got as far as like she is connected to her humans 100%, right?
Say that, man.
But I also wonder if it fucks with them. Like if I were to take her and rehome her right now, if she would be the same dog with another family that she didn't grow up with, you know what I mean? Because of how like she's super attached, you know? Yeah. So I don't know if that fucks with them. I don't know if the male female thing. Don't know. I don't know.
I think they would act different.
Yeah,
I 100%
I could see it definitely because of just how she acts around us. You know, I could see her not getting comfortable for the rest of her life with any other, family.
Probably she may snap at people.
But none of yours are 100%.
None of them are like 100% one breed of pit. She's like I said, she's like 98% pit bull, but she's half American pit bull and half pit bull terrier.
Yeah, and I mean, like it may work out to where she'll be one of the best dogs you ever owned.
She's definitely the sweetest dog.
Every time I see one though around a small child, I'm thinking, why risk it? Like I get it, also, you like the dog, but it's like why? Because if it happens to you got a 2-year-old and it's fucking with that dog, and I know any dog can bite. That's what people are going to say. I get it, but not every dog mauls.
No doubt.
And I've had them, so I'm guilty. I'm not saying I'm better than anybody.
I do everything I can to keep that situation from coming, whether I think she's going to do it or not, or any of my dogs, any 3 of them, whether I think they're going to do it or not. I try to as much as I can keep the kids out of their faces because dogs are dogs. They,
any dog.
Especially like I said, my border collie, my lab, she does not like to be fucked with when she's laying down, when she's not coming to you. She does not like to be touched. So I'm like, she's the one that would do it if any of them would do it.
Yeah, but it would probably be a snap.
It would be a snap. It'd be quick, but. I try to avoid any situation of anybody's kids. Just trying to fuck with my dogs while they're not paying attention to the kids, I
remember I was in kindergarten and when I was in New Orleans and they had a dog that was on the grounds of the school and we were outside. So I walk up to it like a dumb fuck and go to pet it and put my face in the dog's face and he bit me right under my fucking eye. But that's all it was. It was a bite and the dog was done. I'm thinking, if that was one of these fucking pit bulls,
they just latch
I'd be all disfigured to this day.
But I mean, you can just see it in their head muscles. Are just,
they motherfuckers. And they bad motherfuckers, man. They're beautiful dogs. I just get I cringe when I see him around a small child because in my mind I start thinking, oh my God, if he grabs that child, these parents are going to regret this for the rest of their fucking life.
And I agree.
And I got friends, I got family, of course, but I have friends on Facebook that own them. It's not that I'm taking shots at anybody saying they don't care about their kids. I just see the pictures and the videos and I'm like, oh Jesus, man, I hope that day never comes where you regret having that.
And I hope it doesn't either, but I try to always get a dog under, 3 or 4 months.
Just to let it
keep females.
Yeah, you don't do like my dumb ass where you bring a full grown one with scars.
I've seen some pretty 1-year-old pit bulls and shit that I'm like, damn, I would love that dog, but I'm like, I can't do it.
I see that a lot on Facebook. Like, I need to rehome this 3-year-old.
Because they already have their tendencies.
No way, dude.
And you don't know what you're bringing into your house. Like I said, I did it like a dumbass. I'm just lucky it latched onto the dog because it was nice to the kids, but I guess that wasn't its mentality. Yeah. It just knew dog, fight, boom. And it was like,
well, that's how my first dog is. My oldest dog, she's cool with puppies. She's cool with kids. She does not like big dogs.
Yeah.
You bring your big dog to my house, she will try to fight it.
Let's do it.
I don't get it. Sorry, bro. She likes yours, right?
She does, but I brought them in while they were puppies.
Oh, okay.
They grew up together.
What were you going to say? What do y'all think about?
What do you think about like Dobermans?
Oh no, I don't have a problem with Doberman. I mean, I don't want to say I don't have a problem because nobody gives a fuck what I have a problem with. But I'm saying I don't look at them in that same like because I know what I've seen what
because your thing is that any dog can snap and bite somebody, but then pit bulls they grab and they hold and shake.
Like a Doberman can definitely fuck up a baby for sure if it bites him, but you don't hear any. I've never heard a story of a Doberman. Right, a Doberman because a pit bull is trained to shake. Because I hear them, I've watched them train these dogs. Like I said, it's cruel, but being in the South, we've been around it, and I've been around, and I could only watch it a couple times, and I was like, I don't want to see this because I've seen it where they would take stray dogs and used them to train these pit bulls.
I've heard that a lot.
And
anybody who does that
That's why they say not to give your dog away for free.
Exactly, and I've witnessed it. But like I said, I've heard them. They're hollering, "Shake, shake, shake," and that fucking dog is just ripping that. So that's what's in them. You know what I mean? And not all of them, but it's in their DNA because they were bred to take down big animals.
You're gonna make me cry.
Well, I'm just telling you, it's the truth. And
that's why they say watch where you get your dogs from, because like you said, it's in some of their DNA. If their parents are bred like that, and it's just they start getting more aggressive. Well,
when I was introduced to it, like I said, I had a friend of mine, and his brother was into it, and I came over there one day, and he had a stray dog, and he had a pit bull, and I'm like, "What are you doing?" He's like, "Oh, I'm training it." Like it was just what they did around here, and I watched, like I said, maybe a minute. I was like, I'm not gonna sit here and watch this poor dog just get fucking mauled, So I don't even know what the outcome was. I left, but
that
I'm
makes
thinking,
me so angry that people do that.
It goes on out there.
But it's so crazy because, like, cockfighting, dog fighting, right? Like, it wouldn't bother me to see two roosters fighting. I wouldn't give a fuck.
But dogs,
it would bother some people just like it does us with dogs to see them fighting, to see two roosters fighting. I'm like, I don't.
Did you see
just roosters go.
Not to change it, but did you see the video of that rooster fight where it jumped up and cut that dude's fucking what do you call that? Fucking
femoral artery.
Yes, and he fucking, I mean, the blood's just gushing out. I can't, of course, pull it up on YouTube, but
everywhere.
I mean,
but
that
they
thing
put them big ass knives on the back of them.
I've seen them too. I haven't actually seen them fighting, but I've seen the people that own those.
Wait, what?
The knives that they put on them.
They wrap things around their feet, and they'll have
booties.
Yes, and they'll have like fucking blades, and they just fucking go at it. Well, apparently that's probably what that one had in that video.
I guarantee it.
Because he caught that dude's leg and he bled. I mean, it just
because he was trying to make two roosters.
Well, they were. It was a cockfighting ring, and they were fighting or whatever. And all of a sudden, the rooster, if I remember correctly, it turned around for some reason and jumped up at the guy.
And
it was unsuspected. The guy's just kind of there, just hanging out like it's normal. And that fucking rooster got his ass, and he just fucking
spraying blood everywhere.
And the video ended with just, I mean, you could see the puddle of blood.
But it was crazy how
I hope he died.
Simple it looked like. It looked like if you were just going to pick up one of your chickens and just kind of like dropped them and they just flapped somewhere and it sliced his ass.
There's no telling how
Roosters.
sharp, like you said, they probably had blades on them.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I'm with you. It doesn't hit the same when you watch, something like that fight, and then when you watch,
put money on it, but
watching them dogs go at it, which
it's just a lot more vicious, I guess, watching them dogs because it is. I
hope y'all enjoyed that episode. Plenty more content coming. If you haven't hit that subscribe button yet, do it now. If you have, we really appreciate it. Means the world to us. B.S.ing with the guys. Y'all be good.
Straight from the swamps of southern Louisiana. Straight from the swamps of southern Louisiana. Straight from the swamps of southern Louisiana. Let's get it.